Do you find yourself struggling to monitor your watch list effectively? Are you overwhelmed by the chaos of the market open, unsure of where to focus your attention? Many traders grapple with this challenge daily, but fear not, because in this video, we're going to explore a better way to organize your stock trading process when the market opens. Join us as we dive into strategies and techniques to streamline your watch list monitoring, maximize your efficiency, and ultimately make better trading decisions. I'm Rick Petticelli from Morpheus Trading Group, bringing over 2 decades of trading experience to the table. I'm here to help you navigate the market smarter, not harder. If you're eager to learn more about making informed trades, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and let's jump right in. So we put together a watch list last night, went through all our nightly scans, and today we want to take advantage of that watch list. We want to hope all that hard work can translate into profits. You know, when the market opens, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we want to make sure we're on top of it. So this is the way I go about watching the open. And first and foremost, we have to have a narrowed down watch list, anywhere from 5 to 20 names, maybe more, depending on how you trade. And then I like to set a bunch of alarms. And when I go to set these alarms, I'm not just setting one at over a prior day's high, say. I'll set one right below the high and maybe at the high and then over the prior day's high by a little bit, just so it gives me some time to react. I don't want to be caught off guard with an alarm, with an alert going off at 490 when the trigger is 490 and now the stock's trading at 491. So want to give yourself a little bit of room there. Maybe put the triggers at if it's the triggers 490, maybe you put it at 487, then 489 or something like that. You get the idea. So we have narrowed our focus watch list. The market opens. What do we do? So this is my current layout. I just have percent change. I have a built-in volume buzz from TC2000. That just monitors the volume wherever we are in the day versus the average for that day. Then we have percent volume of the 50-day moving average of volume. And then we have the range of day and the percent range of day yesterday. I use both of these. For some reason, I can't just use one. I have to have them both there, but I love them. So what these columns do is help me navigate the open and helps me concentrate on my time and my attention on what is triggering or what's looking good. And I can, for the moment, avoid looking at some stocks that aren't doing what they should be doing on the open. Now, we can just pretend like this is the beginning of the day here. And right off the bat, when the market opens, I'm sorting by percent range of day. And whatever is at the top of the list, I'm interested in because that's potentially near a trigger. And percent range of day, I can look over to the right. And if it's above 100, that'll let me know that this stock might be in the 97 percentile range of the day's trading range. And any number above 100 lets me know that this stock is also trading above the prior day's high, which is good because a lot of my triggers are above a prior day's high. So that's something I always want to have on my watch list. So these two columns combined are great and they help me out a ton. So right away, I know that these three stocks are near the highs of the day and could be doing something that's important. And then I'll look over here and I'll say AMSD is 92% of day's range, but isn't close to the prior day's high. So if this was the open, I'd see right away that it's not above the prior day's high. So maybe it's not something I need to focus on just yet. So what I do is during the first minute of trading or two, I'm keeping an eye on the percent range of day. So then what I'll do also is I'll click on the percent volume 50 column and see where there's big volume coming in. As big volume always, gets my attention. I'll also use the volume buzz. You can use either. And right away, I'll see W day, big volume on the open. We're pretending like this is the open, but it's down. So I don't have to pay attention to that. And maybe see CEG's up. So I can pay attention to that if it's a gap that I need to be watching. So you get the idea there. Look and see where volume's coming in. But mainly I'm focused on this percent range a day to catch what I want what's strong on the open. And what's great about that is, even if the Nasdaq or S&P are selling off and you're clicking on stuff on something that's near the day's high, you're seeing stuff that's got relative strength. So another good sign, and maybe the stock will just go sideways if the market's selling off, but as soon as the market turns around, these stocks will probably, or they'll be likely to be the first to move higher, since they had relative strength when the market was going lower on the open. And this watch list isn't anything special. I just took the top performing stocks from the Nasdaq over the past few months and threw them on here. Again, you want to keep this watch list pretty focused. And then also, when I'm looking at the volume on the day in the stock, I compare it to the volume on Qs and SPY. So if the stock's doing, say, whatever, 10, 20%, and the SPY is only at 10, I know that it's ahead of the market pace, which is a good sign as well. So just another tip there that I use. So I have the stocks I want to focus on. Just say for, this video, that these top 4 are the ones I want to look at for the morning real quick. So it's on my focus list. And I'll still watch this list right here. I'll keep an eye on this, but I'm making sure that these 4 names, I'm definitely not going to miss them if they go. And if this is my main chart, I'll have a 5 and 15-minute chart and an hourly chart set up too. But basically, that's how I stay really focused with what I want to trade. It's nothing fancy, and I've been using this for more than 20 years now. Well, not the volume buzz, but basically these indicators I used to run on TradeStation all the time. And this was the percent range a day is great, because that really, no matter where you are in the day, you come back from leaving your desk, you come right back, you want to see what's going on. If you are watching a bunch of stocks, it's just a simple click and you know what's up right away. And then you can compare that to the Nasdaq, or the S&P. If it's in the 90 percentile range, anything that's not in the 90 is not performing as well, unless it's just up a ton, but you get the idea. You can do a lot with the percent range of day scan, and also with the percent range of yesterday. And really, the percent range of yesterday is just a great visual, and you can see where you don't have to pay attention to something that's trading below yesterday's low at all, unless you're looking for some sort of undercut and rally type situation. But once I see this on the open, I know I don't have to waste any time here. I won't take these off the list. I'll leave them up, because you never know if the price can turn around. But clearly, it's not my focus on the open. And one other key here, if you're more of a momentum trader, or you just look for strength in a certain group, and say you're monitoring a bigger watch list, say you have the whole NASDAQ 100, or say you have the S&P 500, you can click to range of day, and maybe you click on whatever, UHS. And then you can set up on this right-hand side industry groups or the sector. So it's healthcare sector. So right now I have it set to industry groups. So right away it takes me to this medical care industry, and I can click on percent change, and I can get an idea of what's moving in that group. So pretty quickly I can figure out, oh, UHS is strong, and what else is strong in this group. So that's just something really cool that's on TC2000, which is great if you have TC2000. I'm not saying you need it. And all these indicators here can be coded on TradeStation or Thinkorswim. They probably have some scripts for this, certainly on TradingView. So none of this is really tough. We used to do this on TradeStation back in the day, the percent range a day indicator. And another thing I also wanted to mention was, I wanted to keep this video pretty simple and just put a few columns out there to focus on. But you can get a little bit more in depth with stuff here. And take for example, if something's coming up as trading above yesterday's range, and you also want to see if it's trading above last week's high, you can create a column for that. So this is above last week's high, and I'll have a little dot there to let me know. So maybe I'll shrink that column and let me know that this stock is trading above the prior day's high. It's in the highs of the day's range, and it's above last week's high. DG is not above last week's high. It's above the prior day's high, and it's in the 85 percentile of the day's range. So you can get as complex. You can do that for the monthly. And so right away, you can see if the stock is above a prior day's high and above the weekly high and the monthly high, if you want to have some more confluence. So you could just do a ton of stuff here, but I'm just trying to give you guys a few ideas. But for the most part, keep it simple and limited to what I have here, just a percent range a day yesterday, and a volume buzz, whether you have something built in or you want to create something on your own. All right, that's a wrap for the video. Thanks for watching. If you found these insights helpful, please show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. For more in-depth analysis and to get our top swing trade setups with the exact entry and exit points, visit morpheustrading.com and click on Stock Pits. Join the MTG tribe today and be part of a community dedicated to successful trading. Thanks for joining us. Remember to trade what you see, not what you think.